Welcome to BTF Media via BTF Sports. I am your host, Rashid, and we are here to talk about a little bit of football. Now, first topic that we want to get off for today is this situation going on with Chad Wheeler. He is the former offensive lineman or offensive tackle for the Seattle Seahawks. He was arrested on Saturday for domestic violence. But now that we see on Tuesday Wednesday, that is not the case. Domestic violence was the case, but it's a little harsher than what the media has been putting out. He actually nearly beat his girlfriend to death and then proceeded to go eat his dinner and drink a smoothie and was surprised that she was alive when she went up to heal herself and, try to run for a little bit of cover. So I wanted to bring that topic up because we saw in the past.
Kill herself. What do you mean kill herself?
Heal herself.
Heal.
Like just see the bruises, scars, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure to get authority at the time, or get to call the authorities at the time. I wanted to bring that topic up because we see in the history in terms of domestic violence cases, especially with professional players. We saw Ray Rice. We saw his face and his name was plastered everywhere on the media when that situation occurred. We saw Kareem Hunt, Tyreek Hill, Dez Bryant. We saw all of these different players. Usually they are African-American players. And I wanted to speak on how when things like this happen with domestic violence incidents, which I don't even think I think this is more than domestic violence. I think this was a hate crime. We don't really see the same amount of exposure when people of his ethnic background do these types of things. And when African-American players do this, we can obviously see that the career almost ends most of the time. Yeah, so I wanted to bring that topic in, and I kind of wanted to see what you all felt about that.
Then it was also something I feel like you should mention. Then he asked her to praise him or something.
Yes, he actually sexually beat her because he wanted her to bow to him, and she refused. So that's when he started giving a beat.
So who do you think he is, though? Like,
exactly.
I just wanted her to I don't know. I don't know, bro.
That's crazy how it's not being talked about though, for real.
Yeah, no cap though.
Yeah,
everybody wants to hop on Deshaun Jackson and stuff too.
Like all of this morning, today is Wednesday. All morning, sports media has been going on all morning, and no sports media brought this up. None. Or none of the big sports medias like First Take, Get Up. All of the
I just started joking. Hold on, my fault.
Just mute yourself. All of the sports medias did not speak on this. I actually learned from Twitter, and the tweet that Sports Center actually put out was very vague, and they did not really get
down to the detail
extent of what he did. The extent of what he did. Which when you look at the law, what he did was a hate crime. And I'm already knowing that they're going to try to, soften that down to a lesser crime just so it won't be as big of exposure. And also you don't really see things that happen when people do these acts of violence, especially to this extent, you usually don't see them being released so quickly. And you also don't see them being released without the media saying anything. There's not even a mugshot. With Ray Rice, there was a mugshot. Everybody there is a mugshot, but you do not see it at Wheeler.
That was my thing too. I was like, they was talking about like he was released and all that, but I'm like, when did he ever get into jail for it? Like, when did they really even announce
that up?
Right.
Yeah, they didn't bring it up at all.
He was arrested Saturday.
But somebody like Kareem Hunt, Tyreek Hill, Dez Bryant, they quick to be like, oh, these people, they did this and they're in the media. You got sports analysts already talking about them with the quickness. Man, we all really know why that is though. But but to be honest, bro, I don't know how I feel. I know in that situation, it was no black man there to let's say protect her in that situation, at the immediate moment. But I feel I don't know. He gonna by the universe he gonna get what he deserved, but it's I don't know, man. That jank is just that jank is outrageous, bro. If it was definitely a black dude beating on a white woman like that, he would more than likely have like 5 years.
Yeah. It definitely just needed to be
he would
brought
still be in
up.
jail right now.
Yeah, he would definitely still be in jail.
They haven't said anything on his case or nothing. So, I mean, he ain't we'll see, because like ain't no way he get less than anything like 5 years, like him said. So
yeah,
so it's a problem if he get out and he beat the case or some crazy stuff. Because
Right.
I've seen pictures of her, like that shit is not cool.
But either way, it should be talked about. There's no excuse for that.
Yeah,
right.
I think
definitely had to be
and that's
brought
exactly
up.
what I just want to do. I just wanted to make sure exposure is getting out, because it's
Right.
really not.
I found out through DJ Academics. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm. Which is wild, because
I found out through JPA. I'm like, what? Like JPA, like that's what I'm saying. Even somebody like JPA didn't even post when like he even got arrested type stuff, and JPA be on everything, but it's like I don't know. That jank is it's really disgusting what he did, to be honest, bro.
His sources probably weren't even talking about it either, though. So.
And I just wanted to give a quick.
This dude.
I just want to say a quick thing. That's that thug right there. That thug right
caught him a thug.
He is a thug. That thug. The woman beater, abuser.
Yeah, he did.
Thug.
Yeah, no lie.
Also, white supremacist, because you're not having no black woman should be bowing to no man. Nobody should be bowing.
Yeah, what was that about?
But what really had me too though is like the fact that he like, oh, she come out the room or whatever, wherever she was at, and he like, oh, you ain't dead? Like he was expecting to kill her, bro. Like
he expected to kill her. And he
that should be another charge, actually.
He released a statement and he said the reason he did it was a manic episode because he wasn't on his bipolar medicine. If that ain't the lamest excuse, bro, like, I don't care. I know people that take bipolar medicine and they don't beat their wives or their girlfriends if they not on it.
Now, unless though he in the NFL, we want to get down to CTE.
He is a lineman as well.
CTE got a part in that. Yeah, he a lineman. He do a lot. He get a lot of head collisions with D linemen.
Super possible. I just don't want to get away from the fact that he's making a black woman bow down to him, and if she don't, he beat her. So that's a hate crime in my book. And it's pretty clear.
Let me get this dude off my screen now.
Yeah, it is.
All right, what's the next topic?
But this is the woman right here though.
We just wanted to get that out of the way.
This the woman right here though. I don't know if I should show the.
I mean, it's up to you.
Oh, snap.
Ain't no censorship over here.
If you're curious, they can look it up.
If you're curious on what the extent of the damages that he did to this woman, you are welcome to look it up.
Say her name? What's her name?
We will not be sharing the picture here.
Her name is, hold up, let me.
I forgot her name.
Well, I'm finna look it up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Friend.
What was the next topic though? While we were getting to it?
Well, yeah, we're going to go on to the next topic. I also just want to end with that topic that we at BTF Media do not condone any form of domestic violence, any form of hate, or any form of violence in general. So we just want to get that out of the way. Our next topic is our Super Bowl predictions. The Kansas City Chiefs against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I personally think that this is going to be a cakewalk for the Chiefs. I don't think there's going to be competition, but I don't think there's going to be too much competition. I believe that the Chiefs are dominant and will be the next dynasty for the next decade, to be honest.
Okay, so your pick is Chiefs.
Yes, sir.
All right. My pick.
You can go ahead. You can go ahead.
Okay, my pick. I'm probably going to go with Tampa Bay because in the beginning of the season, Tampa Bay showed their flaws. But I feel like as the season went on, they became the best team in the NFL, and it got pretty obvious in the playoffs. When they beat the Packers how they did, I think Tampa Bay is pretty much a super team. Like, if you made a super team, that would be Tampa Bay. It's Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Rob Gronkowski. They had OJ Howard. If he was still there, that would be another weapon. Chris Godwin, Scotty Miller. What's the other backup wide receiver?
Antonio Brown.
But it's another that made a big
Scotty Miller.
Chris Godwin?
No.
Did you say Godwin?
Tyler Johnson.
Oh, Tyler Johnson. Oh, yeah. I mess with Tyler Johnson.
They have a pretty decent running back group in Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette.
Rondale Moore.
Rondale Moore, dog, too.
That's an elite running back
I feel like Tampa Bay is just a super team, and that's not even talking about their defense. Their defense is ridiculous. I can name all the stars on there, but it's no point. Everybody knows about their defense. If their defense can find a way to even slow down the Kansas City Chiefs offense a little bit, Tampa Bay is going to come out on top because Tom Brady's going to be Tom Brady. Can't keep betting against him.
All right, here go my prediction for that jump. I got the Chiefs, bro. Cause who is guarding Tyreek Hill? Hold up, let me bring up the stats for the last game. Tyreek Hill had 200 yards in the first half against Carlton Davis. He is, bruh. Nobody on the Bucks is guarding Tyreek Hill nor Travis Kelce, bruh. And that's just a fact, like, on me. And then they got Clyde Edwards-Helaire back. He didn't really do nothing last playoff game, but they wasn't using him like that. Then you got Cole. They got too much speed for the Bucks, bro. I know Tom, he fought, but Mahomes different, bro. Mahomes.
You didn't even talk about Travis.
Travis Kelce, bro. Travis Kelce is too different too, bro. I don't know what the score is. I feel like they're gonna win it. They're gonna win by like 10 or 14. I feel like. I feel like the Chiefs gonna win by 10 or 14.
Before you go, Sam, we have to mention that both of the Chiefs tackles are injured. Both of the tackles. That Tampa Bay pass rush is ridiculous. Who's gonna stop that? To be honest, who's gonna stop the pass rush? You can scheme up to slow down Tyreek Hill a little, bro. You can scheme it up.
I don't think it matters, bro. You got Mahomes, bro. Hey, last game they was holding up. I know the Bills edge rush, not really like talking about all that, but hey, Mahomes, bro. Mahomes different, bro.
Okay, what you thinking, Sam?
Too stupid.
I didn't know that both their tackles were hurt. And
both tackles hurt.
We had one tackle hurt, and I'm a Packers fan, but they were a problem. So both tackles being hurt will be a huge factor. But I think the Chiefs' offense is just crazy. Like I don't like it is. Like Jim said, they have so many weapons. It's crazy. Like for starters, Valdez Scantling got off last game. I just wanted to say that, and he is not the best receiver we have, and it's just because of how fast he is. So I can only imagine Tyreek. All they have to do is watch the film, and I think the Chiefs will just come up with something that they can't really control. Like it's just so much speed, and then you have a mismatch at tight end with everybody, corner, linebacker. It doesn't really matter who's on him. It's a mismatch for whoever's guarding him. So
hold on 1 second. These was Tyreek Hill stats the last time they played the Bucks. 13 receptions, 269 yards, and 3 touchdowns. 269 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He's a tight end.
And a backflip.
When was this? What week?
And a backflip?
This was week.
This is
week 11 or 12.
That's so later in the season too.
Yeah, later in the season. So it's like, hey, bro.
Yeah,
It's a field day for Carlton Davis.
It's going to come down to the Chiefs' defense. And the Chiefs defense has kind of been playing out their minds lately. So
it's a decent defense. It's a pretty good defense. They got some stars.
They've been playing like some real dogs lately.
That boy Tyrann Mathieu is making plays everywhere.
And like I was saying, bro, last game, L'Jarius Sneed, Charvarius Ward, and them corners they got, they not no slouch either, bro. Like they
and
young,
Chris Jones, of course.
Chris
Derek
Jones,
Nottie,
Willie Gay, Derek Nottie, but Tyrann Mathieu, bro, he be running that. Juan Thornhill in the back with Tyrann Mathieu. I don't see the
You got
see the Bucks
Sorensen back
winning
there
this.
as well. Sorensen had one of
And
the
they can
games
tackle too.
fumbles.
Yeah, all of them can tackle. Who they got on the edge? Frank Clark.
You still got Chris
Clark
Jones.
In the playoffs be going down.
You got Jones
so
up there.
Everybody picks.
Yeah, I got Chiefs.
You got Chiefs. I got Tampa. Sam, who you got?
I got Chiefs.
You got the Chiefs. Rashid had the Chiefs. Okay. All right. So what's the next topic?
All right. Our next topic will be going into trade talks, primarily involving QBs. But if anybody has any other trades that they believe will probably go through or have a great chance at going through, we can talk about that as well. The 3 QBs we primarily do want to talk about are pretty much the best QBs on the market right now, or kind of on the market. Well, two out of 3 of these dudes we definitely know are on the market. We got Deshaun Watson, Matthew Stafford, and Aaron Rodgers. Deshaun Watson, I'm not sure. He really could go anywhere that needs a quarterback and anywhere that's going to give them a pretty decent trade package, because I do not believe he's going to play another snap.
It's going to have to be great.
It's going to have to be amazing. We have Matthew Stafford, which I believe is already confirmed to the Indianapolis Colts per Jim Irsay this morning. It's done. It's pretty much a done deal. He's going to be a Colt. And then we have
I wouldn't say it's a done deal, bro. It's not a done deal because you got teams like San Fran who want Jimmy G out of there.
All right, I'll take it back. Not a done deal, but the Colts are pretty much like top 2, top 3 teams that are going to even get.
49ers.
It's very likely. I'll say that. It's very likely.
Between the 49ers and the Colts.
And then last we have Aaron Rodgers. Now this one is a tough one, because it's just hard to think that the Packers will be trading Rodgers, but I know that they have to re-sign Aaron Jones. I think Jair is up for re-signing, or at least an extension.
Yeah, he's.
They do have other needs that they need to fill, and trading out A-Rod could definitely be beneficial for them, especially with the drafting of Jordan Love. So. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the A-Rod situation. I really don't know where he will go. My guess is like 49ers, but other than that,
I got A-Rod to the Raiders if he get traded anywhere, bro. A-Rod to the Raiders, John Gruden, Henry Ruggs. They'll just need another receiver. Darren Waller on their squad. Imagine A-Rod, Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller, Henry Ruggs, Nelson.
I don't think Raiders have money.
And what's his name? Tyrell Williams. Hold on, let me see how much money the Raiders got.
I don't think they have money. My top place would probably be. I don't think A-Rod leaves, but if he did leave, he would go to a contender. Like he would make his way there eventually. I don't know if I can just pick a team. I think it's way too early to pick a team. Actually,
I like him on the 49ers.
49ers. I don't. Do they have money? They can get rid of Jimmy G. I believe. A little bit of money. I believe they can get rid of Jimmy G.
Yeah,
Jimmy G is definitely going to be traded.
But I mean, what do they have to offer for A-Rod? Defense? They're going to give us some players? I don't know if they're willing to do that. So that could go anyway.
Yeah, the Raiders would have to get rid of Derek Carr because he's making $21 million a year. And another trade I could see happening, I was saying this, bruh. If Gilmore get traded to the Pats, I can see Gilmore getting traded to the Pats for Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, I said Gilmore getting traded to the Pats. Gilmore getting traded to the Browns for Odell, and the Browns will send Odell and another pick to Odell in a second or third round pick to the Pats for Stephon Gilmore. Because one, they corners be so hurt. 2, Greedy Williams hasn't played in 2 years. And he was drafted, and he was supposed to be like a lockdown second corner, but he ain't been showing it, bro. Greedy Williams has not been showing it at all. Grant Delpit was out a whole year. He is safety, but he was out the whole year basically.
Mm-hmm. I think Grant Delpit has a bunch of potential. You said you think Stephon Gilmore is going there?
Gilmore to the Browns.
To the Browns? Can they afford that? I don't think so.
I mean, they paying Odell.
They paying Odell. Oh yeah, if they get rid of Odell,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Trade him.
Okay.
Trade away Odell in
That'd be
that
interesting.
trade. Because the Browns
Odell
play
in New
better
England?
without Odell. I feel like
They do. They
Yeah,
have
but
been
I feel like
statistically.
it's all coaching. They were forcing the ball to Odell a lot. Like I feel like when they kind of got not rid of, but kind of went away from throwing the ball to Odell last season, Jarvis Landry became a Pro Bowl receiver. So I was like, I don't know, but that's just kind of my opinion. But I do feel like they probably should get rid of Odell if you're not going to use him or know how to.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. He was going stupid against the Colts, but
I was gonna say Odell is still good.
He had
he
that
has
game
was still
against
value.
good.
the Cowboys
value.
too.
Because the Pats need a receiver too. If the Pats can snag a quarterback somewhere in free agency or trade or something like that, bruh, and get Odell.
I think the Pats would be interested in Matt Ryan.
Or Aaron
If not
Rodgers.
this year, next year. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe.
I could see
But
the Pats trading for
no way. Their team isn't good enough.
I could see the Pats trading for Matt Ryan mid-season.
Or Stafford.
Stafford,
Yeah, or I could see Stafford
and Odell going to the Pats.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Matt Ryan and Julio Jones to the Patriots for Gilmore in the first round.
Oh, that's the next topic, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
No, that's later on.
That's later on. Okay, we'll get to that.
All right, so Sin, did you give your trade talk? Did you give your trade out?
Yeah, I feel like I like that. I haven't heard the Odell to the Pats, but I do like that idea of it. It'll just be who they get their quarterback to be, and then they'll be back right. I mean, I think I think Deshaun is out of there. They said he could.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people saying he was going to the Jets. I do not want him to the Jets. To be honest, I feel like he'll just kind of they would end up being good. Because I remember Cam explained to me how they could build a team in 2 seasons, and I was like, okay, but I just want him to be good. Like now, I want to see him winning now. I'm tired of seeing him lose. He's one of them quarterbacks that should have not have lost this much in his career to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because why would Deshaun leave Houston, who's struggling to win, to go to the Jets, who haven't won in how long?
Houston is poverty, bro. Like they are so poverty.
They're gonna be I think they're gonna be one of the bottom teams in the league for a little bit now, because they don't have draft picks this year. So at least next year they're not gonna be good. They're losing Deshaun Watson and they don't have draft picks. You're not going anywhere.
So what y'all think about Tua getting traded to the Texans?
No way. I don't think it's any way. I know the Dolphins.
I don't even think that makes too much sense for the Texans or for Miami.
Well, I heard Miami.
For Miami, how does that make sense for the Texans?
Well, I heard Miami.
I mean, for the Dolphins, my bad, because the Texans aren't going to do that, or the Dolphins aren't going to do that, because they have their franchise quarterback. They have the number 3 pick. They have number 23, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in 20.
But if they trade for Deshaun Watson, they're going to end up giving away Tua, who has tons of potential. I don't know why people are giving up on him. They'll end up giving away Tua, that top pick, both top picks, actually. Maybe even another one. And maybe some seconds. I don't know. It's going to be a huge trade package for Deshaun Watson. So Miami's in the best position to give it up, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I was watching
Deshaun's going to go somewhere else.
One of the sports shows on Fox, and I can't remember what show it was. He was talking about how it was teams, and it was like, do they need should they shop for a quarterback in the draft or not? And I remember he said that Miami should shop for a quarterback because he feels like Tua is just not the guy for Miami. And he was like, you might as well just get something for Tua and get a quarterback in the draft. There's plenty of quarterbacks, and I guess that's just like Tua just not showing enough, I guess.
I seen a report where people I don't know, it's a rumor report. People supposedly saying Tua like teammates of Tua was saying he's too conservative. I don't know. That may be smokescreen because that do sound like
bro, come on now.
That do sound
like if anything, it would be smokescreen because somebody. Yeah. I think if Miami is sitting at 3, I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna go first. Second to the Jets, or maybe a trade back. They might trade back, but either way, I think Zach Wilson is gonna go number 2. I think number 3. The Dolphins either take Penei Sewell right there or trade down. Don't take Devontae Smith. This is what I think they should do. What I think they will do is either take Penei Sewell or Devontae Smith right there. And, the Falcons taking QBF 4 because that's the only smart thing to do. I don't know why you wouldn't.
I think the Dolphins should trade back that pick to the Falcons because it may be teams trying to trade up to that Dolphins pick.
So you think the Dolphins are gonna scare the Falcons into trading that 1 pick?
I don't think they're gonna scare them, but based on other teams that could potentially be trying to move up to 3 for like the quarterbacks that are available. Let's say Trevor Lawrence go 1, like Zach Wilson go 2. I don't think Zach Wilson is going 2 though, to be honest.
Why? Who you think is going to?
Because I think the Jets are keeping Darnold, bro. Seriously, I think the Jets are keeping Darnold.
Not necessarily
but
smart.
The Jets should trade back to me, though.
Jets trade back?
The Jets should trade back because they have way too many needs to fill.
With who, like the Lions or something, or the Panthers?
Yeah, they should trade back. Nah, not the Lions.
Panthers, Lions.
Or actually, yeah, the Lions. They should trade back with the Lions
at 7.
And then the Lions take Zach Wilson.
That'd be a perfect
fit.
And
then the Jets trade back, maybe get some more picks. But I don't know what other picks they'll get. What other picks do the Lions have? Like,
I don't know. I just know the Lions have pick number 7.
Yeah. Now, if the Lions want a quarterback that bad and the Jets want Devontae Smith and they get more picks, I feel like that would be a good trade back. No lie. That would be a good trade back.
Okay. I understand that.
They got that new coach for them.
21st pick as well.
Oh, yeah, Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh going to be nice for them, bro.
Yeah, he's a good coach. That's a good hire.
I don't think it should take the Jets that long to build that team up.
It depends on their GM
defense too, don't they?
3 years, 3 to 4 years max of them 3 years max actually.
Yeah, the Jets defense actually isn't that bad. I think
that's what I was gonna say. The Jets defense is good.
Corner primarily their defense because Pierre Desir ain't gonna get it done.
They have Brian Poole. He's like one of the highest graded.
They've been released Pierre Desir in the season.
Oh, they released him in season.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And I think the Ravens signed him or something like that.
Mm. But I think as soon as Robert Saleh gets in New York, I think their defense are automatically going to change. People are going to have to respect their defense. Now, the offense, I think that's where it could become a discussion of do you take Zach Wilson or Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold, if he plays well this year, you're going to have to pay him right after. Zach Wilson, if you pick him, you could play Sam Darnold this year. And if he does well, maybe some trade value and then still have Zach Wilson. Because I think regardless, Zach Wilson's going to be a top QB. Like, he's too talented to be trash in most situations. Any QB can be trash in a bad situation. But if he's in a decent situation, he's going to be good.
Yeah. But I think the Jets is a good situation for quarterback. Well, for any quarterback really right now, bro, because Adam Gase was not it, bro. Adam Gase is straight buns. Like, straight doo-doo.
Yeah.
So everybody has said what they need to say involving trades.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So that trade talk kind of went over into free agency to an extent a little bit. So I was thinking about skipping free agency, especially since we ain't at free agency or we not.
I don't really know too much about free agency right now.
So I was going to go ahead and skip over to the 49ers situation. What do y'all think the 49ers really need? I personally think they need one more receiver. I think they need they should probably go in and draft 2 old linemen, probably one in like the 2nd round and one in like the 4th or 5th round, and then quarterback in free agency if they can get one.
QB, I think Jimmy G I don't think he has a long-term future there. I think they're gonna find a replacement because some good QB is gonna want to play for Kyle Shanahan. He's a great offensive mind, of course. We all know that. But I think the 49ers need I don't know if they're gonna let Trent Williams walk. I don't know if they're gonna sign a free agent receiver. I don't know what they're gonna do. But I do think they should get a number one receiver. And I think they do need another lineman, like you said. Their defense is pretty good.
The defense is solid. Their defense is solid. I don't even want to talk about the defense. They're one of the finest in the league, to be honest.
But they're going to need a new defensive coordinator to rally them because Robert Saleh is gone.
Facts.
So whoever steps in there, I don't know if they already have a DC or what.
For the 49ers, I could see the 49ers going all in on Deshaun Watson. If Deshaun Watson get in there with Kyle Shanahan in that run game they got, bruh, it's gonna be over with. And then you got Nick Bosa coming back. You got they edge rush. You still got Eric Armstead. You got Devon Kinlaw, who you drafted in the first round. You still got Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner. Now, cornerback may be a position they need to, or really all their DBs, really, because they got Jimmy Ward.
Their DBs were pretty old. They had Jason Verrett.
They got Jason Verrett, Emmanuel Mosley, but I don't know. I think this is I don't know if this is a contract year for him or what. But I could see them trading for Deshaun Watson to go along with, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, who had a great rookie season, George Kittle. Man, that offense would be stupid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You think the 49ers are trading?
Then you got Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson, who they just re-signed to a one-year deal, who played nice last season too.
Yeah, it says here their defensive coordinator is going to be their linebacker coach. They're going to promote him, and their linebackers were amazing.
Their linebackers.
So
they have probably the best linebacking core in the league. Slick.
They've been having one of the best linebacking cores in the league for the past decade.
I think the Saints too. The Saints linebacking core is ridiculous to me. Quan Alexander.
Saints up there too.
Oh yeah, Demario Davis, bro.
Demario Davis is ridiculous, bro.
So hard.
I see him play.
Why is he hitting
the Falcons
that hard?
Twice a year, bro. He's ridiculous. He covers,
Demario Davis,
steps, does everything.
Wait, who's the other linebacker? Kiko Alonso?
Who the?
Yeah,
Saints, but he don't really do nothing for real.
No, I don't really see him
straight run, stop, run support. At least when I'll be watching them.
I just know they can hit and run. Them boys.
Oh God.
But Rakim, you said that you could see Deshaun going to the 49ers?
Yeah, I can see Deshaun going to the 49ers. One, because the Texans more than likely going to be trying to get him out the whole conference. Because if Deshaun Watson see the Texans once against the AFC team, he's going to be going all out to do all he can against that.
Yeah.
I could see him with the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan to cook with Deshaun Watson in the offense.
Thanks. That would be scary. I don't really want to see that, to be honest, because that'll be
my
pretty quick Super Bowl.
Yeah,
they'll become a powerhouse instantly.
Especially with a number one, if they draft a number one receiver with Deshaun.
I don't really think they need another receiver. Because you got Kendrick Bourne who played decent.
It wouldn't hurt to get another one. Let me not say number one. If they add another receiver, I do think they need one more receiver. They got to have more people that can get open.
So you think Deebo Samuel going to develop into a number one?
I could see Deebo Samuel, but I don't think their number one is Deebo Samuel. I think it's George Kittle. George Kittle is their number one. I think Deebo Samuel, the Yak Boys, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle. I think those are some good receivers for the offense.
I just saw Kendrick earlier
Bourne, who's like a third, fourth type of receiver.
Mm-hmm.
They need another big physical receiver.
Yeah, they got some weapons, but I think I saw earlier PFF was talking about Kyle Pitts to the 49ers at pick 12. that could be crazy, bro. Like they made a pretty good point because Kyle Pitts isn't just a tight end; he's a wide receiver mixed with a tight end, to be honest. And they said that if they want to do their running formations, you know how Kyle Shanahan get, they can keep both Kyle Pitts and George Kittle in.
Those
so they can
play
just run
actions,
out of that.
if they
Play
were
action,
to
Debo Samuel,
oh my
that'll
God.
be crazy.
That'll be pretty sick.
Or you could line Kyle Pitts up at receiver if you want. Go run 3 out. Like, they could be pretty crazy.
You can put Kittle at receiver and he's still gonna be snagging.
Either way, yeah, like they'll be straight if they get Kyle Pitts. That would be ridiculous.
Be cheating, bruh.
Yeah,
bruh. Kyle Pitts, how he be snagging that? Kyle Pitts is stupid, bruh.
49ers fans gonna be happy that they had a kind of a down year due to injuries this year. I know they're not happy right now. No, they're going to get somebody good because their GM is pretty good, too.
That's why it's important for the 49ers to get one of them A-Rod, Matt Stafford-esque players. Because their play action IQ is, like, crazy. Like, especially if they get A-Rod and they pull off an offense like that, that'll be, like, insane.
Yeah. All right, well, I think Rashid coming back. What's the next segment?
Dude, I don't know. He had them guys.
I think it's the Julio and Matt Ryan. So
yeah.
Where do y'all think Julio and Matt Ryan gonna go, or do y'all think they're leaving?
I keep Julio.
I'd keep Julio. I'll break this all down after I can.
All right. I would say it would definitely be smart for the Falcons to keep Julio, because like bringing in a new QB and you having him with Julio and Calvin Ridley. That offense, just them two could go crazy and do something. And then y'all gonna need to bring in a running back. But if teams are interested in Julio and the Falcons get a good trade for him, I think they'll pull the trigger on it for Julio. Because what is Julio? 30, 32, going 33? So, hey, I can see the Falcons trading Julio to somebody like, not even gonna lie, the Ravens, bro. The Ravens, like, who you got? Hollywood, and that's it. Hollywood, Miles Boykin don't really do much.
Mm-hmm.
Who else could Julio go to?
I can see him.
I don't think it's anybody in the NFC. I don't think he'll go to anybody in the NFC.
I don't think it's any way you trade Julio to somebody in the NFC.
If the Jets get Deshaun, I can see him going there.
To the Jets?
Yeah, if they was to get Deshaun, because I feel like they'll have enough to offer.
Okay. All right, I'm going to tell y'all boys what the Falcons need to do. The whole game plan. You're at pick 4. So pick 4, you can pretty much interpret who's going to go the first 3 picks. Not all the way, but you can interpret at least one player or a couple options of players that should be there at your pick. So if Trevor Lawrence goes number 1, we pretty much know this, to the Jags. Zach Wilson is there. Justin Fields is there. Trey Lance is there. Penei Sewell is there. Those are pretty much the top players that you're looking at. I don't think the Falcons need linebacker. People keep picking Micah Parsons to them. They don't need linebacker. No. Foyesade Olakun had an amazing year last year. Deion Jones is the best cover linebacker in the league. Michael Walker had a great rookie year.
Oh, yeah, PFF I was seeing him. He was playing good.
Michael Walker graded really high for PFF. So I don't think they need linebacker at all. I think the Falcons draft at 4. If 3 quarterbacks go first 3 picks, then take Penei Sewell. That's a simple pick to me. But if 3 quarterbacks don't go the first 3 picks, take the best quarterback available. Even if quarterback isn't even a need, but you pick quarterback before it's a need, because it's one of those positions that determines how your whole team is. So Matt Ryan is still good. So you let him play one more year and mentor this other quarterback to come in for the new regime. You just got a whole new staff. Let him do that. Matt Ryan's going to build value for himself, or he'll lose value. Either way, he won't be on your team next year. You don't have to worry about it. You're going to lose that money, but you're just going to have to take that hit for the new era. The new quarterback has learned under Matt Ryan for a year. Next year, you're pretty much testing out the new scheme, which are new QB, doing everything, and you're going to want Julio Jones to be out there for your new quarterback. That's what I think they should do. I think the defense is straight. Not all the way. You need DBs. You need to definitely target a corner or something in the second round. I think they have some good young players. AJ Terrell is very good. He's going to be a number one corner. They need a second corner to go with Kendall Sheffield or Isaiah Oliver, who are okay at best. But the D-line, Grady Jarrett is a dog.
Well, with that,
I feel like I need another edge rusher.
I want to go ahead and
Definitely
go over to the topic of Matt Ryan and Julio Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, you just expressed what you think should happen with that. With that, I think they should go ahead and trade out Julio. Mm-hmm. What I think personally, and I think that they should keep. Matt Ryan and go ahead and get a quarterback high up in the draft, whoever's the best, have him work under him, because you got Calvin Ridley, you got Russell Gage, and then y'all probably are going to either sign or draft another receiver unless y'all already got guys coming up. I'm not too up on the wide receiver core except for Ridley
receiver?
Gage. Yeah.
If you get rid of Julio, you talking about?
Yeah.
It'll be Ridley number 1, Gage 2. Probably Laquan Treadwell 3, and he played good for the Falcons as far as I saw.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, I definitely see a QB sitting behind Matt Ryan for like five something games, and then Matt Ryan getting traded. I see Matt Ryan getting traded before Julio.
That could happen.
What you Perhaps think, Justin Fields sitting behind him.
I want Justin Fields. You know I want Justin Fields, bro.
I say, like Cam said, you get the best quarterback available. I don't know if I feel like they should just throw him out in the fire, though. Like, get something for Matt, throw him out in the fire, the QB with Julio. But I'm kind of going more towards, like, just sit under Matt Ryan, have Julio. I think I try to keep Julio as long as I can, but get Matt out of there.
Because we see how QBs perform when they sit under a veteran quarterback, bro. When you got a veteran quarterback, he come in and he teach you some pointers and he playing while you just chilling. Like people like Mahomes. Mahomes sat out a whole year. I wouldn't say he's Mahomes, but he sat out a whole year. Lamar running his whole game is different, but he came in was successful after. Bro, this man Henry calling me.
Nah, but I know what you mean though. Cause Alex Smith, he was good when they drafted Patty. Alex Smith was still good. Mm-hmm. Alex Smith was a good player. I got his stats actually. His last year
MVP year. No doubt.
His last year in Kansas City.
Was 2015, 2016, or
2017. Okay. He was 33 years old. I believe Matt Ryan's 34. And he threw for 4,042 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. He protected the ball pretty well. He didn't throw as many touchdowns as you want to see, but he threw for some decent yards. Matt Ryan threw for over 4,000 yards this year, 26 touchdowns, but he had a little bit more picks. So why wouldn't you take QB with your number 4 pick? When are you going to be there that again? You're not going to have that pick again. I think that's just pretty simple. I think the Saints GM or Saints former assistant GM, Terry Fontenot, I think he's going to know what to do. So,
yeah,
definitely.
Is that it for them?
That's it for everybody?
I believe so.
What's the next one?
All right, so next one we got is the situation going on with Miami. I hear a lot of talk coming from Miami that there's not a lot of, supposedly, I think they're smoke screens, but they're apparently saying that Tua's basically not the guy, even though they picked him. Wasn't he number 1 overall?
5.
Oh, he was 5 overall. Okay, 5 overall. But if y'all picked him 5 overall last year, and he was just coming off of a hip injury.
He had no offseason.
Yeah, I took the chance on him. Right. Why is it that after 1 year, and he didn't do horribly, He did not do horribly. I actually think, especially for not even starting the whole season, I think that he did kind of average for a rookie QB coming off of an injury and not playing for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really see where people are coming at with that kind of point of view. I think that's just complete rumors. I think that he's going to develop into a really good QB, a unique QB at that. And I think that they should really focus on a lineman. They should focus on maybe getting another receiver. And defense, they were solid. Defense, they were really, really good.
Yeah, their defense was crazy, bro.
They're really, really good. So
like,
that's why I'm thinking that they should stay at keep Tua at QB. If you want to have like a protection plan, re-sign or Ryan Fitzpatrick for a year, just so you can have a little protection plan to sit behind Tua, and get another receiver. Maybe get a tight end, but you got Mike Gesicki there, so you really don't need one. And get some linemen, man. Protect Tua. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would say get Penei Sewell to protect Tua on everything. And I know they may want to get Devontae Smith because they Alabama connection, but Tua gonna need protection, for real. Because you already drafted Austin Jackson last year, first round. What he finna turn 21? He dumb young.
Yeah,
then you got young.
Unless they're trying to sign Trent Williams or something.
That'd be a great pickup.
Then you got Penei Sewell to come in and lock down a whole end of the O-line. I would say move Austin Jackson to right tackle and put Penei Sewell at left tackle. Well, no, Penei Sewell at right tackle because Tua left-handed to block his blind side.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, your offensive line straight after that. But talking about Trent Williams, the Colts need to get. Hold on, let me talk about the Colts. They dream off season. Dream off season would be sign trade for Matthew Stafford, second and a fifth or second and a fourth. Sign Trent Williams to a 1 or 2 year deal because Anthony Costanzo just got hurt. And then I would say
he retired.
Well, not hurt, but yeah, he retired. I would say go ahead and draft a corner in the first round because Xavier Rhodes, he was on a 1 year deal. I don't know if they're gonna re-sign him. Rocky Sin was getting cooked basically all season. Kenny Moore, dog slot corner. We already know that. Like I be saying, best slot corner, but it's whatever. You go out and get J.C. Horn or Eric Stokes. One of these 5 corners in the draft.
Both would be great.
In the third round, get a receiver or an edge rusher because that's very needed.
That's your Colts off-season.
Colts dream off-season.
Where y'all got Surtain in the draft?
Yeah, he going top 15 at least.
Top 15. That's what I'm saying. Who could get him? Because
who could get Surtain?
I can see the Cowboys getting him.
Cowboys? Hold on, let me look at the draft order real quick.
Yeah, that's if you match up Surtain with Trayvon Diggs and they corners is already trapped. Trayvon Diggs, he's not really good. He had a rough rookie season. Yeah, he had a okay/rough rookie season. Plus, you probably I'll see Chidobe Awuzie going to free agency.
If they re-sign Dak,
if they re-sign Dak, because I think you have to re-sign Dak. So where are you gonna have the money for Chidobe Awuzie? And then I could see, I got Surtain going to the Cowboys because they DBs are trash. Their DBs are.
All right, I'm gonna do a quick Surtain. I think he goes to.
But where are the Cowboys at?
He could go to Philly.
I believe the Cowboys are at.
I think they might pick wide receiver.
The Cowboys are at 9, I think, aren't they? They around 9.
I think,
but he could very well get took before 9.
Yeah, I think he's in consideration for Philly.
Or Philly had 10. They pick at 10. But that was it. And then Denver picks before them. Denver could pick Surtain over.
Denver will say. I see Patrick Surtain getting picked by Denver. No cap. That's
If
what
he
I'm
gets
saying.
picked by Denver, Caleb Farley's going to Dallas. So either way,
Right.
Dallas is going to get a corner, I believe. I think.
Okay.
I don't know where Kyle Pitts goes. I think Kyle Pitts might go to
Niners.
Carolina. If
Niners.
they stay there.
Carolina.
I'm in this guy.
Carolina at number 8. Where I say
Contrast.
Henry was going to jump up out of nowhere.
Are we
Well, I
done
don't
now?
see Henry.
Are we finished?
Now y'all finished
That
this
actually
episode?
is the end of our topics.
I figured.
I mean, yeah, we was just going on and on. So
Damn.
yeah, y'all want to end it off there?
I can end it off.
Yeah,
since
I
I'm
think
the
that
host.
was pretty decent for
I'll
the
end it
first
off.
one.
Thank you for this segment of BTF Media's via sports. This Cam, Henry,
Got a
Rakim.
Phillip Rivers jersey
Point at
on.
yourself and
and-
say, yeah.
I mean, this
I
is signing off for Rashid, Cam, Henry, Rakim, and Sincere. Y'all have a great day. Y'all be blessed.
So yeah,
and
make sure y'all
crypto.
follow btf.media on Instagram as well.
Definitely follow.
And subscribe to the channel. You already know what's going on.
All right,
Yes,
invest
sir.
in the crypto. We'll be back later.
Let's start talking about crypto.
Take it live.
Yeah.